Hi, and welcome to UTA Spotlight. I'm Zain Abu Sakran, and this is what we have going on this week. The University of Texas at Arlington police are investigating complaints from students receiving suspicious calls regarding threats for arrest due to unpaid fines.
UTA police are warning members of the community about a caller soliciting money. The caller presents themselves as a position of authority to convince students to pay them. UTA police confirmed 6 formal reports of students being pressured to pay unpaid debts, 2 of which have paid the caller, totaling to the amount of about $2,000. Captain Mike McCord says the caller encourages a different form of payment other than MyMath.
Usually they ask them to go buy a gift card, and then over the phone they get the gift card number and information off the gift card so they can transfer the money out.
The caller reaches students by a cloned number of a legitimate agency such as the City of Arlington or UTA Police. Based on the reports made to police, the callers typically target international students, threatening deportation or the loss of their student visas if the money is not paid. For students like Janet Briscoe, scams like these have affected even non-international students.
It's actually something like that happened to one of my best friends, and it was actually like they targeted her parents. And they were saying like they were insurance policy holders or something, and they took all their money.
Even if reminders to pay debt to the university are common, police say the dialogue exchanged in the scam is unordinary.
Most agencies are not going to threaten arrest over the phone or try to do official business over the phone, and definitely aren't going to ask for gift cards as payment.
UTA Police encourages students to ask questions and gather information from a caller that approaches them in this situation. Kristen Victorin, UTA News.
New shareable cards are now offered for easier transportation for anyone on campus who may not have access to one.
With the increase of enrollment this year, UTA partnered with Zipcar to offer students without a car a new form of transportation.
The intention is to introduce alternate transportation options as part of our sustainability initiative so that students don't feel the need that they have to bring a car on campus. If they need it for whatever purpose, they can just rent whenever they want it and, not have to worry about insurance and mileage.
Being in Arlington, there's none in matters of public transportation. So if I need to get a ride to Walmart or Dane store or just go to the movies or go shopping, Zipcar is a pretty good way to go around campus and go to nearby places.
Zipcar will also benefit international students without a car.
I'm an international student. We really find it difficult to go around, buy our groceries, or in case if we want to attend an interview or something. I think Zipcar will definitely be very helpful for us. The way it works is we can rent it, go around, go attend to my interview and then come back.
This new and cost-effective form of transportation will not only benefit students without a car, it will also help reduce the need for parking spaces on campus.
The less cars, the better, and just good for the overall benefit of the environment.
Zipcar is available for students over the age of 18 and that have been licensed for a year, domestic or internationally. For UTA News, Karen Ballesteros.
UTA Radio has added several new radio shows this semester. Students are getting the opportunity to expand more on their topics of interest.
With a new semester comes new classes, new textbooks, and in the case of UTA Radio, the university's online radio station, new radio shows.
Happy Monday night, UTA. My show is called 90s Tonight, and what I basically do, I play the best hits of the 90s. I really wanted to bring back that genre because I think sometimes if you don't listen to it, you might kind of lose the sound a little bit. And so today's music is kind of repetitive, so it's like we need to bring back some 90s music. I think that'd be really cool to do that.
There's some evidence, quote unquote, and I'll use that loosely because again, you can go look at this. My show is called The Middle Ground, and it's based around intellectual discussion. My first show was about trickle-down economics. We talked about conspiracy theories, genetically modified organisms. I might have a show about abortion, but I do have some more light-hearted shows just to give a break in there. And one of these days, I'm going to have a DC versus Marvel.
Other new additions to UTA Radio include sports talk shows, The Show About Nothing, and The Pass. But why would anyone want a show on UTA Radio?
I believe that these things need to be discussed, and I was given my platform, so I felt this is what I was drawn to do, is discuss these things, get people to think about them, even if they don't agree with me. At least they're thinking about them and talking about them now.
Martin Perez, UTA News.
Thank you for joining us on UTA Spotlight. We'll see you next week.